Hey guys. So my name is Brittany Green and I am the CEO and founder of Crown Financials, where I specialize in helping my credit coach students see increase to their score anywhere from 50 to 300 points without having to hire a credit repair company. So I'm super excited to bring you guys this video. I have been manifesting this video for a while, but I'm just happy that I can actually finally bring it to light. So let's talk about how I went from sleeping on a couch cushion to having my dream condo in just a year. So it really all started in 2018. So I lost my job. That's really when everything kind of started transitioning. I lost my job in 2018, and then at that time, I had just moved to Miami. Like, I moved to Miami in like April of 2018, and I was working from home. So by November 6th of that year, I actually lost my job. So after that, I was able to pay my rent and pay my car note, keep up with my expenses, because I had a job and I had a business also at the same time. So I was able to keep up with all of those expenses until after April. That is when everything kind of went downhill. And I won't say downhill, but I like to think that I was being planted. I know some people are like, oh my God, everything bad is happening to me. They don't really see their way out. But I just knew that things were reorganizing itself within my life. So I had to just kind of stay put, get planted, because I knew, like, it was a friend that I had, and he's still my friend, but he was saying, like, you're on the slingshot. So before you can get thrown forward, you kind of have to get pulled back. So I was on this high horse of all these liabilities. I had a car. My car note was like $466 a month. I had the luxury apartment. Like, I had everything, but I had all of that on my job, and I had all of that on my old mindset. So all of that had to be cleared out before the new could come in. So I basically had to be reshaped, rebranded, and reborn in order for me to be able to accept the new things that were coming in my life and actually be able to take care of those. So I like to tell people, like, when you're on that downward where it feels like everything is going wrong, you have to focus on everything that's going right. So in 2019, I started what I call a win sheet. And in that win sheet, I would document every win that I had. I don't care how big, I don't care how small. I don't care if I just got up and I mastered the day. That was a win for me. And it helped me to develop my mind and push my mind to where I was positive no matter what negative things were going on. So I did not want to go home. When I first left, my apartment, my homegirl, she's like, okay, boom, come stay with me. We're both business owners. We're both trying to figure it out together. Come stay with me and let's figure this out, because I really didn't want to go home. Not because I didn't love my mom, not because I didn't love, I didn't have a safe haven to go back to, but it's because I had that safe haven to go back to. I needed to be uncomfortable in order to grow. So I said, no, I don't want to go back to mom's house, because if I go back to mom's house, I'm going to go back into that comfortable cycle. I'm there with all of my friends from high school, and, we aren't on the same level. Not to say that I don't love them, right? But we aren't on that same level anymore. I need to be around people who are elevating, who have the same mindset that I have, meaning building a business. That takes a different type of mindset rather than solely working a 9-to-5. I can speak to both because I've done both, right? So I know the mindset is different, and I still hang out with my 9-to-5 friends. I still love my 9-to-5 friends. We talk often, right? But when it comes down to building a business, there are just certain things that we understand differently, right? So I was like, okay, great. So I went with her. We're both trying to build a business. But you got to understand, we both were on our planted season, right? So we endured struggles together, struggles that I may not even talk about in this video, right? But certain struggles of, okay, what are we going to eat today? How are we going to do this? What are we going to, how are we going to figure this out? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to, just kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do. And at that time, I felt so low, because I'm like, yo, my homegirl took me in and I can't even contribute the way I want to. And I can't even express to my mom how low I feel. Not because she's going to judge me and say, well, you stupid, you should. No, because of the exact opposite. She would want to nurture me, and, it's that safe haven, but it was a little too safe. I needed a little bit of a challenge, right? So I decided to, work it out and struggle it out with my homegirl at this time. So some things transpired, and we had to go from one living situation to the next, all while still trying to build a business. By this time, I had been in business for 2 years, but I got off of my path, right? So here's how things got even fuzzier, right? I then got so off course of what my mission was going to be for my business. I thought I wanted to do this. I thought I wanted to do that, right? So I was testing out different things, and it led me back to my purpose of educating on financial literacy and credit. So when we ended up in our second living situation, we couldn't take everything from one apartment to the next. So we took what we could, and one of the things happened to be a little nice couch cushion. And it was everything, okay? That bad baby was soft. It helped me sleep good at night. I got up for my prayer calls. I was on my prayer calls, 6 a.m., getting up to the grind, trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to make this dream and how am I going to make this vision work? So fast forward, I met a guy. He and I clicked instantly. And we started this friendship, relationship, whatever you want to call it. We started this thing. But he immediately saw my vision, and said, okay, you know what? I believe in you. I believe what you got going on. How can I help you? How can I assist you? And he came in and helped me really get myself together from a logical perspective, not thinking and doing business with emotion, coming in, helping me take my pictures, helping me set up my events, tear down my events, just the whole nine, right? This is where I saw the transition in my business, and I really believed in the power of manifesting, because at that time when I was trying to manifest, when I was, in Miami still, and I hadn't met him yet, I was still trying to manifest, but I was manifesting from a lower vibration. I was looking at my current situation thinking there's no way that I could possibly get the condo of my dreams. And there was a condo in Miami that I was head over heels for. I mean, I would drive my car over there, sit in the parking lot, stare at it. And I got the basics of manifesting. I was there. I was feeling what it would feel like to be there, but I was manifesting that from such a low vibration of, I don't think I could make this happen, but I want this so bad that it hurts. So bad that it hurts that I was actually repelling it. Instead of drawing it to me and bringing it to me, I was repelling that dream condo of mine away from me because I had such a low vibration of looking at my current situation of a means of, I can't do this. I can't even imagine what it would be like to pay $2,500 in rent in my dream condo. I could not even imagine it, but I just knew I loved it so much. I looked at it. I would go out there and I would feel good while I was there. But when I left, I would get worried. I would get weak. I would get torn down of like, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, to where it hurt. I wanted it so bad to where it hurt. And I would only feel good if I was in the presence of it, right? That is a sign. If you ever feel like, hey, I want this so bad, but it hurts. I want this so bad, but I don't feel confident enough in my abilities to be able to take this on. That's how you know you're manifesting from a lower vibration. So fast forward, me and the guy, we moved to Texas, right? I love his family. He loves me. We love each other, right? We're in Texas. We're both chasing a dream. He came out here for one reason. I came out here to build a business and to be closer to some friends out here that I had that were already succeeding in business. First step. I got out here. I got with my coach by Dynasty, who was actually a high school friend of mine. We didn't go to the same high school, but we were in a college prep program together. And this was the time where I had spoke to her prior to me coming out here. She was like, oh yeah, great. When you come out here, boom, we're going to get it started, right? So I went from in 2019 struggling in business, not having a direction, not sure exactly what it is that I wanted to do. Then by the end of 2019, becoming confident in what it was that I wanted to do in business and saying, okay, I need help. I need strategy. I need a way to be able to take this on. So then starting off 2020, working with someone that I had on my vision board who was actually killing it in business. I said, you know what do I have to do to be in the same room as the people that I admire? Now, my coach, beginning of 2020, helped me with a strategy. I invested every last penny that I could put into her to have her help me build my strategy together. Okay, boom. Fast forward. 2020 became a really good year for me vibrationally, and I began to see my vibration higher, and I said, okay, let's try this manifesting thing one more time. I manifested my way onto a huge stage that many people, maybe 10% of new people, only get on, and that's a stage that presents to hundreds of colleges about their program and their talent or whatever it is. I got on that stage. I said, okay, I manifested that. I manifested the stocks. Okay, let me manifest my dream car, which was the Mercedes GLK 350. Okay, boom. Got that with ease. Paying that with ease. I said, okay, now it's time to manifest my dream condo. So I took it to a huge extent, right? One thing that I learned in my manifestation journey, which is number one, set the intention. Say what it is that you want. Number two, then begin to prepare for what it is that you want. So when it came down to the organization to get in front of those college students, I started preparing my pitch. I started preparing different things that I was going to say. I started buying my clothing way before they even said, oh, Brittany, you've been chosen. I started preparing for it because I already knew it was mine. The same thing with my car. I said, okay, this is the car that I want. I created a vision board. Now, I create a vision board for every single thing that it is I want because that's my target, right? So when I set my intention, I create that vision board because that's my target, right? And then I start preparing for it, buying things, positioning myself, feeling what it's going to feel like to be at that place. Okay, boom. With my car, I added a whole bunch of things to Amazon cart, and I started buying those things. I had my steering wheel cover, the steering wheel diamonds, the thing to go on the mirror. I had that. I had the name picked out, and I started marking things off as accomplished on my vision board. And I had that months before the car even became in my grasp. I said, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing with my condo. So I'm going to show you the vision board that I created for my condo. All right. This one I took to a huge extreme. Okay. Boom. This was the vision board. Now, when it comes to me and vision boards, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do it like many people where they get a magazine. No. I'm going to go take pictures of what it is that I want. I'm going to go ahead and take pictures offline, cut out pictures of me standing. Like when I had my car, matter of fact, let me see if I still got that vision board in here. If I'm not mistaken, I do. Boom, here we go. For my car, I sat in the room and I took a picture of me standing up. Uh-oh, I got this on here, so I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. Hold on. Cover your ears, y'all. I took a picture in the room, right? And I cut that picture out, and I put it next to me standing next to my car. This picture right here was me in the room. And I just took a picture with some keys, put it on there, put the dream car. I said my car was going to be $12,000. It literally, I picked up a check from Navy Fed for $12,000 for me to get my car. You see, I got that. Everything off Amazon, I got. Way before I even knew where I was going to get the car from, how much it was actually going to be. I manifested that thing down to the T. Now, did it come July 11th like I thought? No, it actually came a few months later, but at perfect timing. Everything comes at perfect timing. So I did the same thing for my condo. I created a mock vision board. I created a mock vision board first, right? And then it was one weekend I said, oh, I'm going to just do an Airbnb because I thought I wanted to live in one place. So I just kind of grabbed some pictures from there and from their website, this, that, and the third. I thought I wanted to live there. No, let me tell y'all what I did. I just went on Airbnb website and I was like, oh, I want to stay somewhere. I just want to get away for the weekend, kind of replenish my mind, see what it would feel like to be in a high-rise condo, right? I booked one in Dallas, and it happened to be at the exact same place where I actually have my condo now, and the exact unit that I have, just a few floors higher. The condo that I went to, that I stayed in, was a few floors higher. But when I when I booked it, I was just excited to have a high-rise condo. But when I got in there, I knew that that was the place for me. And I had chills when I rode past that building before, but I didn't pay it any attention. But this is what I did when I got in there. I went to taking pictures from all different angles. I took pictures in the kitchen of what it would feel like of me being in the kitchen. I took pictures, and I'll point it out on the vision board. This was me in the kitchen that day when I was just kind of taking some content photos because I knew I was going to do something with it. I did a cutout of me with my key fob right in front of the building, me sitting on top of the thing, me in the bed that morning. I even have a video of me doing morning meditations, looking outside of the window. This was just some accessories that I bought because, again, like I told y'all, when I have an intention of what I set for my home or what I set for my manifestation, I begin preparing for it. So I started buying things on Amazon. I started buying things at Walmart, and I started kind of tucking it away in my office area and saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to have my condo. So because I'm going to have my condo one day, I need to start getting the things that I want from my condo. I had my whole office purchased and planned out before I even got it. So when I stayed at this place for an Airbnb, and it was like $200 just for a night, and I was like, this is going to be the best investment that I ever make, right? I stayed in that condo and I acted as if it was my condo, my new high-rise condo. I took pictures, captioned it, new high-rise condo. I went in the office area, which is now my office area. I'm so excited because I haven't moved in yet when I made this video, but I just felt led to, make it happen beforehand. But I think that's on here as well. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here was the little office area. Do you guys know I went live on Facebook and Instagram? I went live on Facebook and Instagram to feel what it would feel like to be in there, working from that space, and it felt so good. I also did a live in my class session to see how it would feel to just be in that environment, right? Boom. I also, the bathroom, I took a nice little bath and I overlooked the city because in the bathroom there's a window where I can overlook the city. I started preparing for different things that I want. I even put soil in a bag. Okay? I put soil in a bag. Soil in a bag. So that I could start manifesting what it is that I said that I want. I had the address put up. Now, of course, for the video purposes, I went ahead and I crossed that out, right? But I went ahead and manifested that, hey, I paid my rent on the 28th of each month. This is before I even applied. I just knew that this was the unit, this was the place, and this was the model that I wanted, hands down, Connected 5. It was mine. Nobody could tell me different. Nobody. Not no one. Okay? Not no one. All right? So I did that. Right after that, I made my post. I said, okay, what am I going to want to say when I make it apparent to everybody that, hey, this is what happened to me. And I say this to say I went to the extreme of manifesting. I even did the 5-5-5 challenge. Okay, let me tell y'all something. The 5-5-5 challenge goes just like this. You take one statement and you write it down 55 times for 5 days in a row. I will have my condo in January 2021. When I'm making this video, it is what it says. January 7th, 2021. Right? January 7th, 2021. Did I fulfill exactly what it said I was going to do? I had unwavering faith. I didn't care that, I still had things that I needed to get in order. I still didn't know how I was going to make the pay. Like, I did not know, but it wasn't my business. Earlier tonight, before I even made this video, I was on in a clubhouse room, and the girl Jasmine was like, listen, how big is your faith? Your blessings are going to come according to how big your faith is. So if you have faith that this is yours unwaveringly, then it's yours. I moved. I acted. I spoke as if it was already mine before it was already mine. And that is how I manifested all of this in a year. In 2019, the end of 2000, matter of fact, The beginning of 2020, I was just starting to get somewhere in my business. Meaning, in 2019, I was doing a lot of free services. I was trying to get results. I was doing it all on my own. I was still trying to figure out my direction. But by 2020, I was solid. I was set in what it was that I was going to be doing. And it was going to be educating on credit. That was what it was. I wrote my book. I put it out there. I made the course. I put it out there. I was set in stone in what I was going to be doing. Right? But you couldn't tell me that in a year, I was going to be moving into my dream condo. Paying the bills early. If it's something that you want, say it, do it, get it, live it, feel it, breathe it. I don't care how insane you look to other people. I don't care. At the end of the day, God gave you a vision. He didn't give anybody else that vision. He gave you that vision. So what are you going to do with it? Don't worry about what your bank account looks like. When I manifested my dream condo, it wasn't what my bank looked like. No, it's when I started making, like once I made the decision and I started taking steps and strides towards whatever it was I said I want, that's when I got what I wanted. All the resources came available. It wasn't me saying, oh, I want to live in a condo. Oh, I just want to live in a condo. Oh, I just want to live in a condo. No, it was me saying, I'm going to have my condo. And me taking steps, me preparing for it, me setting up a vision board, me getting 100% in about what it was that I wanted. That's what helped me get my condo. The resources became available. The money became available. The money became unstoppable. You hear me? Unstoppable. So it doesn't matter where you are in your entrepreneurial journey. All you got to do is make a mindset decision, shift, and stay rooted in that, even on days where you're questioning, like, oh, because don't think I ain't have days where I felt like, oh, dang, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. And then my angels was like, nah, bro, it's going to happen. God like, nah, sis, it's going to happen. You're not perfect. You're going to have some times. But are you rooted? You know, the wind, right now as I'm talking to y'all, the wind is out there blowing. The wind is blowing. And the trees, they stay rooted in the ground. The leaves may waver. The branches may tremble. But do you think that tree going anywhere? No, because the root is foundationally set to stay there. Your foundational principles have to be that you're going to move, you're going to make the move, you're going to feel what it feels like, you're going to do what it takes to get there and understand and accept that the resources are going to make their way to you as long as you're definite in what it is that you say that you want. You make strides in preparation and you continue to believe in yourself against all odds. That is how I manifested it. And I'm saying it's not to brag, because I am no better than anyone. But I say this to say, you have a mind. You have a choice. Make the choice to develop your mind every single day to become so foundationally rooted in your faith that it don't matter what it is, you still gonna see your way through and you're gonna get everything that you want, from a material, spiritual, romantic. It does not matter. You're gonna get it. So that's my story. I'll keep you guys posted, as I move in and all that other good stuff. But I'm out like chicken scouts, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.